Hi guys. So we are live now. Just waiting for a few more people before we start. Hello. Am I audible? Hello, hi. So how are you all doing? How's your weekend going? Yes, I will save the video. It will be on my page. Thank you so much. So I think let's begin. Today we are here to talk about glowing brides and grooms. Yes, that's our topic. So the wedding season is nearing, and even if there's a pandemic, so what? It doesn't stop you from looking the best version of yourself on your big day. So I am Dr. Saloni Vora, and I work as a consultant dermatologist at Dr. Shade's Skin and Hair Clinic. And today I'm going to talk to you and give you some tips about how you can make yourself look your best at your big day, which is very, very important for you. And just as you start preparing for your wedding, your outfits, the venues, way in advance, similarly, I believe that you should be preparing for your skin and hair to look the best on your big day at least 4 to 6 months in advance. So for the same, today I am going to invite Dr. Sneha Saklecha, the nutritionist, to join me, and we together will give you some tips about your skin and hair routine and your nutrition before your wedding. So I'm just waiting for Sneha to join me in. So Sneha is a nutritionist at Dr. Shade's as well, and she also has her private practice under the name Riversol. So yes, I'm waiting for her to send me an invite. Yes, just a minute. I think she's here. I think Sneha is here. Hi Sneha, I'm just waiting for her. There
Hi,
she. Hi Sneha, how are you doing?
I'm good. Can you see me clearly?
I can. Guys, can you see her clearly? Are we both audible and clear?
Yes, that's important.
Yeah, I know. So how have you been, Sneha? How's your weekend going?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you? It's all good. Staying at home, just chilling.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I was just introducing you to everyone, and I was just telling them about our topic for today, which
Right.
is tips for brides and grooms to be and how they can look their best on their important day.
Right.
So
Right.
I was just telling them that for their wedding, they should plan their skin and hair care routine also about 4 to 6 months in advance.
Absolutely.
Like a week or 10 days before your wedding, you cannot do much. So an advanced systematic planning is always good. And I personally believe that a glow and shine on your face comes from within first, and not just, it's not just external.
It's a
So I would
combination.
like, exactly, it's a combination. It's like an entire thing together.
Right.
So first of all, I would like to ask you, what do you think about, their routine pre-wedding?
So, what happens? What we do usually is we go wrong because there's so much information on Google, right? So people are just like healthy
Right.
diet for glow or healthy diet for this.
Very
But the
easy to
first
Google. Yeah.
exactly. So what we usually do wrong is overdo the healthy and don't look at the unhealthy part. So we are doing the healthy part, but we are not looking at the unhealthy part that we've already been doing. So it defeats the
Correct.
purpose, right? So first thing foremost is portion control. Okay, so whatever you are having needs to be in control. You know, dals, pulses, curd, meat, whatever you are having needs to have a certain control as per your body type, as per your body need. So that's
Right.
one most important thing before we start on what to eat and what not to eat. Portion control is the
Correct.
key to everything, right? So, what I would like to start about is a whole balanced meal. Okay, so breaking the foods into various groups, we start with the most important one, which is fruits and vegetables, because they have a lot of antioxidants, vitamin C rich fruits and vegetables, like spinach, broccoli, kale, oranges. They have a lot of antioxidants. They fight a lot of free radical damage, which happens on the scalp, which happens on your skin. So they kind of
Correct.
help, eliminating those toxins. So you need to have these a lot in your diet. Second would be protein. Okay, one third of your plate should be of good quality protein. So vegetarians can go for tofu, pulses, dals, legumes, dairy in terms of curd and milk. Non-vegetarians can also offer eggs, whole or egg whites, depends.
I think
Um,
I think most people miss out on their proteins, which is like the
Absolutely.
most important for both skin and hair.
Your hair particle is made of, good protein, right? Keratin is a
Protein, yes.
protein. It's
Keratin,
made
yeah.
of protein. Your muscle tone, the fullness on your skin also comes if you're going to have good quality protein. Otherwise, you're looking very
Right.
dull. You're going to be very dull.
Exactly.
So you need that strength from protein. Not to mention also fats, because I think most brides will fear that they'll gain weight before the big D day, but
And they'll cut down on fat completely. Yeah, that's
exactly,
also not right.
absolutely, that crash diet. I want to point this out to all brides. It's okay if you do not, if there's a little flab, it's still okay, but you cannot lose the glow and hair before the, big day. So
Exactly, exactly.
don't go on crash diet. Do a very well balanced diet. You can lose weight even with that. If you're someone who wants to lose weight, you can, but don't go. It'll really affect your skin and hair. So
Yeah.
so
So
don't.
most of them concentrate on losing weight. That's their entire aim. But
Exactly.
of course, you want to fit into that beautiful lehenga, and
Right.
you want to look sexy. But that's
Yeah.
that's not it. You have to concentrate on your health.
Health.
That's the most important.
Exactly. So, if you ask me, healthy fats are very important because the
Right.
shine, the luster of your hair, to keep the follicles soft, to, avoid the dryness of the hair, because then dryness will cause dandruff. You don't want
Right.
that. So that, along with a healthy glow on the skin, because the epidermis and the dermis layer of the skin is made of fat,
Correct.
so fats like seeds, nuts, avocado, all of that is required in the meal. Fiber through whole grains, because insoluble and soluble fiber, so through whole grains, fruits, vegetables, legumes, dals, all of that is important, because if you're constipated, it will again show on the skin. It'll
So
come up in the form of small
yeah,
acne.
break up. Yes.
Exactly. So you need to, have a lot of fiber and hydration. Like I said, good hydration has to be on the skin to show that your skin is hydrated, right? So good amount of water. You can have it in the form of buttermilk, nimbu pani, coconut water. So this is the routine that you're supposed to follow. Include all food groups to keep your skin and hair healthy. Now, say if you are vitamin deficient, it's very common to have a vitamin D deficiency, which can cause a lot
Hmm.
of hair fall and skin sagging and wrinkles and all of that. So it's important that you check your levels. If you're deficient, then obviously go for a supplement. If not, just some fatty fish and some mushrooms, flax will give you a good amount of vitamin D as well. And if you're deficient in iron, it's important that you get that also checked. If you're deficient, take a supplement under supervision. If not, try to take more of heme as well as non-heme iron. So if you're a non-vegetarian, liver, organ meats will give you the good
Yes.
iron which is absorbed easily. And if you are a vegetarian, you can go for wheatgrass, beetroot, spinach, all these dark green leafy vegetables. You can form like a good vegetable juice in the morning and have it, which will take care of your iron as well as your skin. So
Hmm.
that's what my take is on a routine diet that someone is supposed to follow. Now, this is something which I would recommend will help from inside. And I'm sure there'll be something that you would recommend to do, like a general routine from outside as well,
Outside.
right?
Yes, yes, absolutely. It, as I first mentioned, like it has to be from within as well as externally. So,
Absolutely.
first of all, what they need to do is they need to plan their day's routine and three most important basics for skin, which most of us, forget is cleansing, moisturizing, and sunscreen. Very, very
Absolutely.
important. Again, choose your products according to your skin type because there are so many products available in the market, but not every product will suit you.
Right.
Some product may suit you, some may suit me. So it's very important to identify what kind of skin you have and choose your product accordingly.
Right.
Again, I always say less is more. So do not overdo just because whether it's a woman or a man.
Right.
Whether I mean, you just because you're getting married and you want that glow on your face. Do not overdo things. Just
Right.
do have a limited routine, but
Hmm.
follow it properly. Be
Right.
religious with it. Again, there are many different kinds of products available for different skin tones. Like for example, if you have an oily skin, go
Hmm.
for like a gel based product. Okay, if you
Right.
have an acne prone skin, go for a lighter lotion or a gel based product. If you have a sensitive skin, do not use very creamy and heavy products. Otherwise, they again, instead of making your skin glow, they give you a bad breakout and they make your skin even more irritated. Also, the other important thing is while taking care of your skin,
Hmm.
it is very important to pay attention to three most important areas. That is your under eye, your lips, and your neck. We often
Okay.
forget these areas.
I never
So
apply the under eye. I just forget
yeah,
it.
exactly. So it's not always necessary to
Yeah.
use an under eye cream. It depends. It depends
Yeah.
on what degree of under eye pigmentation you have. But
Yeah.
uh, the least that you can do is apply a moisturizer and sunscreen, even on
Right.
your lips. Even your lips require a good amount of hydration and sunscreen.
Okay.
Most of us tend to make our skins very dry, thinking that I have an oily skin and it's really bad. But
Yeah.
if you over dry your skin, again, that's going to show when you apply your makeup on your D day.
Right.
So that's something you don't want. You want a balanced skin. Another thing is hair. Looking after your hair is equally important. It's the most basic, but you need to shampoo your hair at least twice to thrice a week. If you have a very dry or sensitive scalp, shampoo
Hmm.
your hair like once or twice. But if you have an oily scalp, it's very important to shampoo thrice a week, and conditioner is something that you should not miss out on. Like
Okay.
we are constantly under pollution, a lot of stress, so our hair tends to get brittle and dry. Like just the other day, somebody was asking me that I'm getting married very soon, but my hair is dry and brittle. So
Right.
it's extremely important that you use a hair conditioner after every wash, eat the right amount of protein in your diet because that
Ah,
is something that helps with brittleness, just like you said,
right.
right?
Right.
Also, there are certain regular treatments that any bride or groom to be
Hmm.
should be doing, like uh, exfoliation or skin polish once in 3 to 4 weeks. Facials, there are so many kinds of facials. You can always go to a dermatologist, ask them what will suit your skin. Regular skin polishes and facials will help in getting out that glow on your face.
Correct. Correct.
Again, for hair, regular hair spas, once in 3 to 4 weeks. Or some people who have frizzy hair can go for something like cysteine or
I think
keratin.
I think even hot water is something that causes
Yes,
some.
absolutely, absolutely. We all like getting under a hot shower, but I'm sure all of us do. But hot water is not very good for skin as well as hair. It
Right.
strips away the natural moisturizer. So it is
Right.
always better to clean your skin or hair under
Hmm.
lukewarm to cold water. So
Right.
that is something that's extremely important.
Hmm.
Also, as I was saying, moisturizing is very important. So some of my favorites are hyaluronic acids, choline, ceramides, vitamin
Right.
C based moisturizers, which
Hmm.
clear out your skin. Again, of
Okay.
course, there are many. issues related to skins when it comes to brides and grooms. They often complain of acne, pigmentation, dullness, but we'll discuss it as and when.
Okay.
Right now, Sneha, again, of course, skin of body, like we were discussing the other day, we
Hmm.
often tend to moisturize the skin of our body. That is
Right.
another very important aspect. When it comes to lips, try to, scrub your lips at least once or twice a week. Homemade
Okay.
scrubs are the simplest that you can do.
Like
You
the
can
shape
take
of our
exactly some
sugar and
olive
olive oil.
oil. Yeah, some
Yes.
olive oil with granular sugar, and you can just scrub off the dead cells off.
Right.
Because especially for women, they are going to undergo a lot of makeup during their functions, and if the
Absolutely.
lips are not scrubbed evenly, or the skin is not even, the makeup may be uneven. It may not be the fault of the makeup artist, but when your
Absolutely.
skin is not even, it doesn't show out.
Right.
So anyway, discussing the issues related to brides and grooms, specifically acne, which is the most commonly asked question.
Yes.
That's something that every bride and groom comes and asks.
Absolutely.
Exactly, and most of their acne are stress related, hormonal, or PCOS related. So before I start anything on acne, what is your take on food and acne when it comes to?
It has, a lot has to do. Just one query is how about men? I think what we are
Yeah.
discussing applies to both men and
Both
women.
men as well as women. Yes,
Yes, yes.
absolutely. Grooms
That's why we
equally
named
need
it.
to look good. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. So, what I mean is there is a lot that you have to avoid, and there's a lot of you have to include when it comes to acne and you
Right.
know food. So, what usually causes acne is what I have noticed in my clients is when they choose a very high sugar diet. You know, when the glycemic index means basically whatever food you're choosing, how quickly it raises your sugar levels and which quickly raises your insulin levels. So if you kind of always choose high sugar foods and high glycemic foods, your sugar levels are going to keep spiking and then dropping and then spiking and then dropping. So which is what causes a whole lot of things on the skin, and which gives rise to a lot of acne. So you need to choose something which is low in glycemic index, which is whole grains, oats. All of this is good. Don't just choose processed foods, cakes, pastries, all of that. So stay away from that. Some people also show acne when they are allergic to milk. So doesn't mean they are lactose intolerant, but sometimes they're sensitive to milk and dairy products. So
The hormones in the milk, basically.
exactly. So even with the whey, even sometimes whey protein is something that they might be allergic to, and it might cause
Yeah.
acne. So because which is what it gives rise to IGF-1 and insulin, which is responsible for the acne. So if you are one of those, I think avoiding milk for some time, or if you can't do that, convert all your milk into curd or yogurt for that period of time and have it in the form of yogurt. Or then there are so many milk alternatives, like
Yeah,
hence.
like surprisingly, curd, I mean, yogurt is not, that does not really cause breakouts.
Exactly, because it's already. Yeah,
Controversial, but yeah.
I think it has something to do with the lactase enzyme, which already
Hmm.
converts. So
Converts. Right,
probably
right.
exactly. So something like that. What I would also want the brides and the men to do is to increase the consumption of probiotics. So probiotics are
Correct.
something good bacteria. So when it comes to these inflammation which are caused by milk or other things, if you consume a lot of probiotics, it'll help. So curd is a good probiotic. Kombucha tea is a good probiotic. Sauerkraut, tempeh, miso, all of these are good bacteria, and they'll help reduce the inflammation or reduce the things which are caused by inflammatory foods. Now one thing which I would like you all to include more is omega 3. Now this also is a little, it varies because some people flare up with omega 3 and some people don't.
Don't.
So,
Yeah.
if you're one of those, you need to try. If you're one of those who don't, then include some fishes which are high in omega 3, and chia seeds are good in omega 3. So you can include that. It will give a nice glow on the skin as well.
Don't.
Exactly. Spices, they're antiseptic, they're anti-inflammatory. So include a lot of ginger, garlic, turmeric, black pepper. They'll fight off these free radicals, and they'll reduce the chances. Now, one superfood that I want to talk about when it comes to acne is ashwagandha, but it doesn't suit all. So people who have thyroid, people who have any autoimmune diseases should not just start off with ashwagandha, but including 1 teaspoon in your milk or in your curd or in your water on a daily basis will help. Again, doesn't suit all. So autoimmune and thyroid people should not have it, but otherwise others can. So this is what I feel about decrease fatty food, decrease fried food. This is one major thing.
Junk food, yeah, absolutely. They need to reduce their junk food, breads, butter, cheese, and
Yeah,
pizzas and pastas.
so
I
much
mean,
trans fat. Yeah, so much trans
exactly,
fat, so much saturated
exactly.
fat. It's a
That's always,
no-brainer.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's always my first advice to whoever wants to, lose weight or reduce their breakouts.
absolutely. So it's a no-brainer. Like I said, it'll aggravate. You have oily stuff, it's going to show up on.
Absolutely. They are
Yeah, so
totally inflammatory. Yeah,
exactly. You're going to have the French fries, the next day is going to show. So just
exactly.
stay away from fried foods for a while. Once in a while, it's fine. But, 1 month before your wedding or 2 months before your wedding, I think you might just want to avoid it entirely. So this is what I have in acne. What about your field, like when it comes to treatment and things to do with it?
So, exactly. So when it comes to treating acne, my first and foremost advice is do not pop your pimple. That is
Yeah.
something which each and every one of us is tempted to do. Men or women, like we all tend to pop our pimples and it leaves really bad marks. And then the marks are difficult to treat.
Right.
So, other than that, one very important thing, do not use any DIYs for acne. Acne is not as simple as applying toothpaste or onion juice and this and that. It will
Yeah.
only give you more breakouts and not solve your issue. So, the first and foremost thing that you should be doing if you have acne is visit a dermatologist because just in order to treat acne, it is very important to evaluate each and everything from skin type to what suits you, what doesn't suit you. What you can do at home is maybe use a salicylic acid, like a 2% salicylic acid or a glycolic acid based face wash about twice to thrice a week. Other than that, use like a gentle cleanser. Sunscreen is very important when you have an acne prone skin because UV rays do not let your skin repair. Other than that, acne are usually stress related, as I mentioned before, and
Yeah.
hormonal most of the times. So, always get yourself evaluated with a dermatologist for all these factors and get yourself treated. Uh, Not just that, certain wrong habits like not cleansing your face thoroughly, for women not removing their makeup thoroughly overnight, keeping their makeup overnight leads to a lot of acne.
Right.
Uh, so also when it comes to acne, there are a lot of treatments that you can do. Like again, skin polishing with peels. Chemical peels are the most commonly done treatments and very safe to do. So of course, like just recently, somebody asked me that I'm getting married and I've done like 5 or 6 peels, but there is no difference in my acne. So to this, my only answer is you need to first get yourself evaluated. You need to treat the cause of your acne. Only then will something external work for you. So
Exactly. So
again,
some people like have PCOS and they just want to treat the external part and not
yeah,
the
that's
root
not
cause.
how it works. Correct,
Exactly.
correct. You have to, even for men. So, acne are very important, very common for men because they tend to have thicker skins and their skins tend to produce more sebaceous, more sebum from the sebaceous glands. And hence,
Correct.
their acne tend to be bigger and, uglier. And they also get acne more than women on their body, especially hands
Okay.
and back. So here
Hmm.
comes your hygiene. You need to maintain a good hygiene. You need to get yourself checked with a doctor and get treated properly and systematically. So
Right.
again, acne tend to leave very bad scars and pigmentation. So
Right.
there are treatments for acne scars as well. There are treatments for the pits that you get. Many lasers help with that. Also, there is something called as carbon peel, which is excellent for acne. So all these treatment basically tend to aim at reducing the inflammation and accordingly treat the acne. So
Okay.
next thing that generally people are worried about is pigmentation and dullness,
Right.
and there is lack of glow. Although the skin may be absolutely clear, but
Right.
they are looking absolutely dull, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, here the first thing that I would say is never ever aim for a white or a fair skin. That is not how it's supposed to be. Always aim for a clear and glowing skin.
Right.
We Indians tend to have more melanin than the others. So we may not have a fairer skin, but that's not important. People
Right.
often ask me about skin whitening and skin lightening treatments, but that's not something that I generally suggest. I aim at reducing the pigmentation and getting your skin tone even. So,
Yes.
what do you think? Do you think there are certain foods or certain juices that may help out in getting the glow on the face?
Absolutely. So there's one thing that always helps is my go-to juice, which I tell all my brides to be. Okay, always. Obviously, you have to consult because it has fruits, and it might lead to a
Right.
little weight gain. So you need to kind of see if it's fitting in
Evaluate.
your calorie
Hmm.
budget. But one thing which I always tell is one juice which I recommend is just take half a pomegranate, half a beetroot, boiled beetroot, not raw. It's not tasty. So just take boiled beetroot, one amla if it's in the season. If it's not, just skip it. You know, take one or say half an apple is okay, and take a little bit spinach. It won't taste bad. Just say handful of spinach and sunflower seeds. Always have it first thing, empty stomach in the morning. It'll give you an amazing glow. Trust me. And also add a tomato. It'll give you an amazing. Should be a glass. This bigger glass.
Daily
Do not
morning?
stay early morning, first thing in the stomach. Do not. So if you're having it, like if you make it, have it immediately within a minute or 1 minute or two
Yeah,
minutes.
don't keep
Otherwise,
it. Yeah.
exactly. Otherwise, it's going to lose all the nutrients. Do not strain it because you're just removing all the fiber. Then there's no use again. So do not strain it. Have the pulp. So remove it in the glass. Have it. Whatever pulp is remaining, have it. Try to have it. Do it slowly, but have it, and have your juice immediately. Now to top some fruits on the list, which gives you a nice glow, are all the stone fruits, like the red fruits I call them.
Yeah.
So plum, pomegranate, peaches, they are all very good. Cherries,
Basically, all of them with antioxidants and
antioxidants,
citrus. Yeah.
antioxidants.
Hmm.
Exactly. They give you very nice glow, So have all these fruits, when you're choosing them. Be mindful when you're choosing, because if you keep having one fruit daily, papaya every day, or
That
apple every day, it's not going to help. Choose a variety, choose all good red fruits or colorful bright fruits,
make it
orange,
colorful. Yeah.
make it colorful, and you're going to definitely get the glow. Thank you. Yeah, juice. Yeah,
Yeah, it definitely sounds yummy and super healthy. Yeah,
yeah.
and so sorry, just for all those who are asking us questions, we will be taking some of the questions in the end. So please stay with us.
Be
Yes.
patient, please. Okay. So, one thing that I have also noticed is adding collagen powder to your daily diet has also helped. Now, there are
Hmm.
controversies whether to add it or no. What I
Right.
usually, how I started practicing it is what I tell them is do it 3 months before. So, if you're above 25, that's when your collagen starts decreasing. If you're under 25, you're good to go, there's no problem. But if you're
Right.
above 25, your collagen starts decreasing day by day, which is nothing to worry. 70% of our body has collagen. You're not going to fall short, but just to give you that boost, just to give you the boost for glowing skin,
To
add
improve
collagen.
dullness, basically.
Because it has a lot to do with elasticity. It's a connective tissue at the
True.
end.
True.
So a lot to do with elasticity. All of this is joined with that.
Yeah.
So it gives you very nice, plump face. It gives you very nice glowy, hydration, dewy face that you all are all looking for. Y'all will thank me for this. But go for grade 1 and grade 3. Mixture of 1 and 3 is fine. It has to be near cell. It has to be either marine. This is all only for non-vegetarians. I'm sorry.
Non-vegetarians, yeah. I mean,
Yes.
vegetarians cannot have
There are
collagen powder.
actually nowadays there are vegetarian collagen powders available,
Yeah,
but
but again, and I
it's
think they are difficult to digest.
they are very difficult to digest. Also, some some just have ingredients that are not useful. So non-vegetarians really benefit from having collagen. It can be marine collagen, it can be bovine. So it is made of pig or cows or fish. So
Right.
there are many brands available. The NeoCell one is good. Health Cracks. The NeoCell one is really good. One more thing that I usually add is a supplement called glutathione.
Hmm.
I'm sure you would want to
Yeah,
speak about it
glutathione,
also.
yes.
Yes. So it's again an antioxidant and it really works with the glow. But I think it flushes out in 24 hours. Only
It's
drawback is
kind of temporary actually.
it's
But
temporary, but it
before
works.
your wedding, of course, why not? You
Exactly.
can
Now
have it for like a few months. Yeah.
exactly. Since we're talking about bride and grooms,
Yes.
you can start off 2 months in advance, 2 to 3 months in advance. But every day you need to have it every day for the glow to remain intact. Also, only one drawback is it's a bit expensive. So that's the only thing. But that's why I said have it 2 3 months in advance, and all these things are going to give you a very good glow. Talking about workout, which I will talk about later also.
Later,
But
yeah.
workout, workout gives you an extremely good glow.
Amazing glow, yeah. The
Amazing.
workout glow is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. And you won't believe it's very funny, but the workout glow remains for 6 to 8 hours. So
Yeah, it
on the
does.
day,
It does.
on
That's
the
true.
day, make sure you work out in the morning and then you get dressed up because that glow is really going to be there. You know?
I so wish we could do that just
Yeah.
before the wedding.
When I
So
go, when I go, I'm just like, I'll just try to work out so that glow is there. I don't have to apply any makeup and just go.
that's true. That's true. Because of the increase in the blood circulation and a lot of good good flow in the skin, your
Yes,
skin looks fantastic after a workout.
exactly.
So, yeah. So, anyway, while we are talking about the glow on the face, another important concern which most brides and grooms have is pigmentation. Pigmentation now can be of many different types. That some have tanning, some have uneven skin tone. Either the pigmentation is hormonal or it is left about by your acne or any other disease that has occurred previously and has left a mark. So
Hmm.
again, for the pigmentation, if it is a basic uneven skin tone, the most important thing that you need to do is moisturizing and using a sunscreen, even if you are indoors. This is something we do, which we don't do. If your skin is hydrated enough, your skin will start looking even automatically after a few months.
Okay.
Uh, Other than that, uh, pigmentation again needs to be evaluated. So visit a dermatologist, get it evaluated, know the cause, and treat it accordingly. So there are many, pigment reducing agents like kojic acid, vitamin C, niacinamide, licorice extract, hyaluronic acid. But again, you can try these by yourself. No harm in these. They don't cause any side effects. But again, it depends. If your skin tone is uneven, this will be sufficient for you. But if you have specific pigment patches, then it is better to go for a proper dermatological treatment, which will again include a variety of creams according to what you need. Not just that, there is a fantastic Q switch NDAG laser which works fantastically to reduce your pigment marks, to give you an even skin tone, to reduce your tanning. Other than that, as I had mentioned earlier, carbon peel tri-beam, that is, carbon peel lasers have become very common these days. And what a carbon does is it goes into the skin glands and it reduces the inflammation. It brings out a fantastic glow on your face. Not just this, there is something called as mesoporation, wherein we infuse certain antioxidant serums, vitamin C, certain hydrating serums, glow serums into your skin. It is a very simple procedure, but it not just gives you hydration, it gives you glow, it gives you a very good, it reduces your dullness basically. So
Right.
these are some things that you can do. There is another treatment called intense pulse light, which totally rejuvenates your skin. So whether you have an issue or you don't have an issue, you can go for these treatments. But again, depends what you require, what you don't require. As I said, less is more. So these are some things that you can do. Also, one very important thing that I always, advise my brides and grooms to be patient: laser hair reduction. That is something which you can do, and it is very important. About if you can start it about 6 months prior your wedding. Even men can go for laser hair reduction, especially for their beard. It really gives you a good shape, and reduces the hassle of shaving every day, and giving that perfect shape of your beard on your wedding day.
You know,
It's very
beard.
important. Exactly. Like you can do that even for brides. A laser hair reduction not just makes you hassle free of your hair, but also gives you a smooth skin. It gets you rid of your ingrown hair. Most of these people, they complain of rough skin and lots of tiny, black marks and ingrowth. So laser hair reduction is something that you can definitely do.
Okay.
So yeah, other than these concerns, I think there are many other concerns, but it depends from person to person.
Right.
Also, I think as we were talking earlier, the most important thing is lifestyle. So,
Absolutely.
so I think you would like to say something about it, right?
You know, whatever we do, how much ever treatments you do, how much ever you eat well, you know, you do portion control, you do all the healthy habits. If you don't have a good lifestyle, it's not going to work.
Not going to work.
If
True.
you're not
That's
going to
very true.
sleep enough, you know, dark circles are going to show. It's you need to rest, you need to sleep well. At least 8 hours of sleep is something that you require as, you know, to be bright, you know. So
Absolutely.
if you're not going to rest, it's not going to work. If you're going to smoke, you're going to lose how much ever collagen you're going to have. You're still going to, you know,
Exactly.
it's going to go out because
Smoking,
every
yeah.
time you smoke, you're losing 500 mg of vitamin C. What's the point? You know, so
Absolutely. And smoking gives you the most dullness on your face. It makes you look very, very dull. And especially your lips. It ruins your lips like anything.
absolutely. You know, the darkening of the lips, you know, your belly is also going to show because smokers usually have a belly.
That's
Even if you're
true.
lean throughout, the belly is still going to show.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's similar with excessive amount of alcohol. It
absolutely.
also gives you bloating.
Because alcohol is at the end converted into fat, right?
True.
So that's what is gonna happen. It's gonna give you flares. It's gonna make your skin dull. You will not rest enough. It's gonna be you're too anxious. You know. Now speaking of that, having too many caffeinated beverages, Red Bull, tea, coffee, artificial
In
sugar,
excessive amount. Yes.
sure, absolutely. In excessive amounts, a cup of tea in the morning and evening is fine, but do
Hmm.
not overdo it. You know, now there's no hassle of going out shopping. There's
Right.
nothing.
Exactly.
The
It's a
best time,
little, yeah.
exactly. This is the best time to stay at home, take care of you. You don't need to chug
Rejuvenate yourself.
tea for your
Yeah.
energy level. It's the best time to stay at home, work out, sleep well, rest well, avoid your
Hydrate
alcohol,
yourself very well.
hydrate yourself, don't do
Exactly.
sugary drinks at all. You know, work out regularly. So if you're someone who doesn't want to lose excessive weight and you have 6 months, try resistance training as well. You know, do 3 days of cardio, 3 days of weight training. Don't give me an excuse that gyms are shut. You can do something at home. Just walk at home.
Definitely. There are so many videos available these days on Google and YouTube.
Absolutely. So do that. Order a band, order dumbbells. They're not very expensive. You will get it very easily on Amazon. You can start something at home. So
Right.
I miss the gym, but it's fine. You can do it at home. So,
Absolutely. So
so
basically, yeah. So here basically the take-home message is that your skin and hair care pre-wedding should be wholesome. which should
Wholesome.
include a lot of things and not just external beauty. And always plan your routine systematically and 4 to 6 months in advance. So anyway, Sneha, I think it was a really informative session. And
Absolutely.
do we have like 5 minutes to take a few questions?
Absolutely. Let's take some questions.
So, yeah, let's take a few questions. And I think somebody asked me right now about elbow and underarm pigmentation. So,
Yes.
yeah, again, for elbow and underarm pigmentation, there are many pigment lightening creams available, but best to take advice from your dermatologist because the
Hmm.
skin over your underarm is really sensitive. It could be due to excessive sweating or fungal infection or hormone related. Also, there are many treatments like lasers and peels available. So, best to consult your dermatologist. Also, somebody was asking me that they are losing a lot of hair and they are getting married very soon. So, again, you may be losing hair because of stress, or of course, COVID stress is giving us a lot of hair fall for all of us. But
Yes.
if you're getting married, I would suggest please consult your dermatologist and get your hair fall treated immediately. That's very important. Eat healthy.
There's one question I
And
believe the latest is, does consuming fruits or juice post 5 p.m. reverse the action of reducing pimples and glowing skin? Okay, so firstly, no, it doesn't. If you're not diabetic, you can have your fruit any time of the day you want. And the
right,
number of fruits will also depend on if you know what type of a body you are, ectomorph, mesomorph. So, somewhere between 1 to 2 fruits in a day is good enough. Juice, I would absolutely is a no-no because juice, again, like I was talking about, glycemic index, it'll raise your sugar levels extremely high and then drop it, and that thing is going to keep happening. So I totally tell people to avoid juice. Vegetable juice is fine to an extent because that doesn't raise your sugar levels as much. When you're doing your glow juice also, which I've mentioned, also you have to do it empty stomach. Don't try to do it at night because it's going to raise your sugar levels at night. But
right.
no, answering your question, fruits and fruit juice post 5 p.m. do not reverse anything. They just you can have your fruits any time of the day.
So one question, what are the top lifestyle changes to get a glowing skin? I think we already answered that. It's eat healthy, exercise, sleep well, hydrate yourself. I think
Yes.
that's about it. And pigmentation we already talked about. And what
Mhm.
else? What else?
So
Does
can we? So
ashwagandha
what?
help with all kinds of acne? I think Sneha already answered that.
Yes, it does. It does. Like I said, just autoimmune condition because it's anti-inflammatory. Ashwagandha is anti-inflammatory. So no autoimmune conditions in thyroid people cannot have it. But other than that, yes, it does help. And there's one
All
more
right.
question.
So,
What
hmm.
can vegetarians do for collagen supplements to add that boost? Like I said, there are vegetarian collagen supplements available, both powder as well as supplements. But on your daily basis, if you're eating good amount of proteins in terms of beans, tofu, legumes, you're going to get a
Hmm.
good amount of collagen from there. So this is just a boost. You're not going to be deficient in collagen. Like I said, you're never going to be deficient in collagen unless you know about 60 and you want something like
Yeah.
that. But it's okay if you don't include it. This is just a booster, for people to get that glow. But you can try. There are various vegetarian collagen supplements now available. Just type in Google and you will get it for sure.
All
Uh,
right. So I think that's about it. I think
think
we've
so.
answered most of the questions. And if y'all have any more questions, y'all can always DM either Sneha or me. Sneha, I think we lost you. Yeah. So I was just saying, if y'all have more questions, y'all can always DM Sneha or me because I think we are way beyond our time.
Yes.
So, all right. So, bye, guys. Thank you so much. Bye, Sneha.
Bye. Thanks. Bye.